I just want to know, in this particular moment, given where you may think the market is, given where bond prices are, I think a lot of people are really trying to rethink what's the mix of what a portfolio is even supposed to look like. Are you buying stuff? What are you doing?
Every day. I am amazingly bullish. And so basically in 1960s, there was Vietnam War, there was inflation, there were assassinations of the presidents of the United States, President of the United States. The Dow Jones was 1,000, the GDP was 800. 800 billion, that's now 27 trillion.
Forget beachfront property, gold bars, or even that vintage DeLorean in your garage. The hottest investment on the horizon isn't just shiny, it's downright electric. I'm talking about Tesla. And before you roll your eyes at another green car pitch, trust me, this is different. This is about transportation revolution hurtling towards us. And if you're not strapped in, you're going to miss out on the ride of a lifetime. Ron Barron, the legendary investor who turned Netflix and Amazon into household names, isn't just bullish on Tesla. He's calling it the biggest investment opportunity of our generation. Now, that's a statement that demands attention.
The Dow Jones was 1,000, the GDP was 800. 800 billion, that's now 27 trillion. The Dow Jones was 1,000 then, it's 34,000 now. This is 5 doubles. 5 doubles in the last 50 years, 53 years. That means you double every 5 years, every 10 years rather.
Wouldn't you say? So, buckle up, because we're about to dive into why Tesla might be your golden ticket to the future, and why ignoring it could leave you with nothing but fumes in your tank. The EV revolution is here. Let's begin with how electric cars are changing our world. Electric cars, also known as EVs, are not just something we see in futuristic movies anymore. They are quickly becoming more common on our roads, with sales going up fast worldwide. In just 2022, more than 5.6 million EVs were bought, a huge 127% increase from the year before. This isn't just a small change, it's a clear sign that the old cars using gasoline are being left behind. The reason why EVs are growing so much is because they have both environmental and economic advantages. For the environment, EVs help reduce the gases that cause climate change and make the air dirty. Just think about breathing cleaner air in busy cities, something we used to think was only possible in perfect worlds. But now, it's getting more real, thanks to the quiet sounds of electric engines. The economic benefits are also really good. Using less fossil fuels makes us more independent when it comes to energy, and the growing EV industry creates new jobs and helps create new ideas. Even though Tesla is often seen as the face of the electric car revolution, there are many other interesting companies in the mix. One such company is the Chinese giant BYD, which is a significant player, leading the way in the worldwide electric bus market and quickly growing its range of passenger cars. Big car companies like Volkswagen are also making big efforts, spending a lot of money on making electric cars and introducing stylish, competitive models. There's a lot of competition happening, which is good for customers because they have more options to choose from, and the technology keeps getting better. Well, Barron is also really excited about the Chinese market. He doesn't just see China as a good market, he thinks it's a smart partnership. China asked Elon Musk to help with their struggling car industry, and Tesla's Model 2 is going to be a big deal. Barron thinks they might sell 5 million cars every year. Ron Barron is really positive about Tesla, and he thinks they're doing great with saving money and having the best technology. Plus, working with China is a big deal for Tesla's success. Investors, get ready. Tesla's story is just starting. Tesla's recent Q3 results made the market happy and might be a good investment for people looking long-term. Some people think Tesla's cars are too expensive, but they forget it's more than just a car company. Tesla's also about new technology and helping the world switch to clean energy, kind of like what big tech companies like Apple and Sony do. Even if Q3 wasn't perfect, Tesla still aims to grow a lot. They want to make 50% more cars every year. Tesla keeps growing because they always focus on new ideas. Making energy storage is also making Tesla a lot of money. In Q3, they made over $500 million from it, which is 40% more than last year. Why Tesla is poised to dominate. So when Ron Barron, a famous investor and huge fan of Tesla, says something is the best investment opportunity, it's worth paying attention. Especially when it's about electric cars, he's excited about Tesla being in the lead.
They really were trying to define the company as an EV automobile maker. Is that the way you think about this company?
I think about it as a technology company that's providing services to their own company and to others. They can't possibly be matched by anyone else. They have data, technology. They make cars cheaper than anyone else. When Ford makes one of these cars.
Barron is saying that investing in EV companies could create a wave of new millionaires, and we should take his words seriously.
Our company now makes about $8,000 or $9,000 in profit a car. They were making $15,000 in profit a car. But if they build a plant that costs $7 billion for 1 million cars, that plant was making $15 million a year, $15 billion a year on a $7 billion investment. $15 billion on a $7 billion investment. An ordinary industrial company would make 15% on capital, 20% the most. This guy's making his capital twice a year.
You see, Barron isn't in it for quick gains. He's in it for the long haul, focusing on steady growth over time. His collection of investments proves this. With big successes like Netflix, which gained 136,000% since he first invested, and Amazon, with the return of 58,000%. These weren't just lucky guesses. Barron strongly believed in these companies that were changing industries and reshaping the way we live. That's why Barron is so enthusiastic when he talks about Tesla being the best investment opportunity. He doesn't just see Tesla as a car company, he sees it as a huge tech giant hiding in a stylish car body. He's amazed by their special battery tech, which makes cars go 50% further than others and charges faster, changing how we take long trips. But there's more to it than just fancy technology. It's the huge, unused potential beyond cars that gets Barron excited. He imagines Tesla trucks changing how things are moved around, silently going on highways and cutting down emissions by 80% compared to trucks that run on diesel. He also thinks about houses powered by smart Tesla Powerwalls, saving clean energy from the sun that could power around 7 million homes in the US. These aren't just ideas from movies, these are real projects. Actual proof that Tesla wants to change not only how we move, but how we get our energy. So, now let's talk about the important stuff. Ron Barron's investment thesis. Why does Barron think Tesla could make you 10 times your investment? He looks at the numbers and sees really fast growth. The numbers show that Tesla's production is going up super fast, with estimates saying they might make 20 million cars by 2030, compared to the 1.3 million they make now. He looks at how much money Tesla makes from each car they sell, saying they make around 20% profit, while other car companies usually make 5 to 7%. He also compares how much Tesla is worth now to how much it could be worth later, saying that even though it seems expensive, it's not that expensive when you think about how much it could grow compared to other big car companies. Then there's the big issue, competition. Yes, there are other companies trying, but according to Barron, they're like little kids trying to keep up with a really fast runner. Tesla started earlier with his technology, keeps making new things, and has great leaders. All of this, along with lots of loyal customers, makes it really hard for other companies to be as good as Tesla. Think about this. While other big car companies are having a hard time changing their factories to make electric cars, Tesla is already making huge factories just for electric cars and making them way faster than older companies can. Ron Barron isn't just giving a tip about a good stock, he's telling you to invest in a big change. He's putting his money into a company that's changing how we move around, changing businesses, and making a cleaner, smarter future. Look at the numbers. People think the electric car market all around the world will be worth $2.7 trillion by 2025. And they think more than 40 million electric cars will be sold every year by 2030. This is a really big change, something that doesn't happen often. And according to Barron, Tesla is ready to take advantage of it and break all records. However, even the most electrifying opportunities come with a few jolts of risk. Tesla, for all its potential, is no exception. Meeting challenges. Firstly, let's talk about the difficulties in manufacturing. Remember when it was really hard for Tesla to make the Model 3? Sometimes, Tesla's big plans have problems when they try to make a lot of cars. Making more cars, getting all the parts they need, and making sure the cars are good quality are always hard things to manage. If there's a problem here, it could mean the cars are delivered late, people might not think Tesla is as good as before, and it might make less money. And then, let's not forget that the economy can be really unpredictable. If things get bad and lots of people don't have much money, they might not want to buy expensive cars like Teslas. If the banks start making it more expensive to borrow money, it might mean fewer people can buy cars, and that could slow down how much Tesla or other EV companies grow. But here's the important part. Even though these problems could happen, we need to think about how great Tesla could be and how big the change with electric cars could be. Remember, Barron isn't someone who takes big risks. He's someone who knows how to invest for a long time. He thinks that even though there might be problems at the start, the good things that could happen later are much more important. Think about it like climbing a really big mountain. Yeah, there are dangerous parts, the weather can be unexpected, and sometimes there are big rocks in the way. But when you get to the top, the amazing view, the fresh air, and the feeling of achieving something make all the hard parts worth it. For Barron, Tesla is like reaching the top of a mountain, promising to grow a lot in the long term and change the world. Okay, let's talk about how to lower the risks and invest smartly. The main thing here is not to pull all your money into Tesla. It's good to spread out your investments. You could think about putting some money into other car companies that are doing well with electric cars, like BYD or Volkswagen. This way, if something goes wrong with one company, it doesn't hurt all your money, and you might get more money back. And then, when you invest, do it carefully. Look into things, understand what could go wrong and what could go right, and only invest as much as you're okay with taking a risk. Barron might think Tesla is a great investment, but that doesn't mean it's great for everyone.